Probably. Hello, everyone. Today I wanted to talk about believing in yourself. Because when you believe in yourself, you can do anything. Let me tell you. I used to I was like, I didn't believe in myself, right? But then I did believe in myself. And that made things like a lot better. And then if you believe in yourself, you can do anything, kind of. If you want, if you take your mind and you really set your mind to it, you can do anything. You know, I think a lot of people don't understand how much power they have in their heart, and also in their head, and also in all their other organs and stuff, because it's they're kind of just they're oh, I've been told that I'm not too good or whatever. But really, you can do anything if you want to. If you really want to do something, you shouldn't let anyone stop you, because you can do it. I promise. Because it's you can do anything you want. If you want to go to the moon, say, you can spend your whole life building a rocket and stuff to go to the moon. in the front yard. In the backyard. Yeah, build it in the backyard so nobody will steal it. But anyway, you can build your own rocket, and you can if you became really good at it, I bet you could. And then you could go to the moon, and nobody could tell you not to, except the government might shoot you down. But then you gotta think, well, you just gotta find another way around it. You gotta move to a country with no government. So you gotta build your spaceship in Somalia or something,
And the pirates will roll up and steal it.
That's why you gotta get a bunch of guns so that the pirates can't steal it. Anyway, so that's just an example, right? If you wanted to go to the moon. But then there's some people who are oh man, I just want to make a bunch of money. Well, there's a bunch of ways to make money. You could rob a bank, right? But you could also die doing that. Or you could be a weapons dealer in Africa or something. But then you could also die doing that. Really? Yeah, I mean, you could be a prostitute, but you could also die doing that. Really, no matter what, there's a possibility you'll die. So it's really just is this dream you have here, is this dream worth being dead? Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes it is. If there's the chance, say there's a 90% chance you won't die, it's sometimes good to
90% die and you'll be a vegetable for the rest of
just
your
be
life.
90% dead. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty wild. I think about if aliens if aliens were out there, right? And I've been thinking about aliens a lot lately, because I think the man is hiding aliens from us, and I don't know why. Because so I have this theory about aliens. Aliens in Walmart, right? So when the aliens come to Earth, they pretend to be people sometimes, but just long enough to get Walmart to sell them their basement so that they can build their alien base in Walmart. Because I'll tell you, one time I was leaving Walmart and I had items in my cart, and somehow between the time I left the door and the time I got to my car, those items had vanished. And I don't know how that happened, other than that aliens abducted them. And also lots of weird stuff happens at Walmart. You hear about people going missing and stuff. So that's probably so maybe the aliens are working with the government, but also maybe they're just working with Walmart. But also because that's the thing, is are they working with the government, or does the man not want us to know about aliens because they're scared of them too? It's kind of like that. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So then we got this we got So you got to believe in yourself, right? And I mean, if you believe in yourself, you can probably become an alien if you try hard enough. Because I like was reading like the internet and like people like when they like when they like did like certain drugs, right? Like it took them into like outer space kind of in a way, like they would like see it like that. So like if you wanted to live your whole life like high, like you could probably be an alien, you know?
Wait, did they get like blasted off into outer space, or did their eyes just get so good that they could see out and die?
No, it was like, okay, so I was reading this one experience where this guy was like, he got taken into outer space by these cloaked figures while he was tripping. Because, like, they were gonna, like, steal his soul or something, which sounds pretty badass, but also kind of scary. So, you know. I don't know. This is the scariest thing I think that I ever happened was, like, you know, I was laying in bed, and apparently there was a some kind of ghost or something,
A shadow figure.
a shadow figure on top of me, and then like it sank down into me. So like maybe I'm possessed by a demon now. I don't know how I would know that, but you know, that'd be pretty interesting sort of stuff. But yeah, so I mean, you could even be a demon if you wanted to, I guess. Like, see, you just gotta believe in
You
yourself.
just have to be open to the possibility.
Yeah, really, you just gotta be open to the idea that like you can like do anything. Cause like if you're just like got your small dreams and you're sitting there in your small town with your small fucking dreams and you're just like, and you're just like, man, I wish this would happen, you know. But then like you don't do anything to get there, then like it's not gonna happen, you know. So like if you make it happen, like say you really want something, right? Like you really want to be really fucking rich, and so you decide you want to be a banker in New York. All right, so like you can do that, like if you take like the proper steps, like that's a thing you can do. But also like if you decided you wanted to like go live like with polar bears or something in like Canada, I mean, or do they live in Antarctica? One of the two. You could move there and you could be like among the polar bears, and then like the polar bears could be like,
And then Disney could make a movie about it.
yeah, I mean you could make money from that. Disney could make a movie about you, but I mean if you just want to be like a hermit living out in the woods like that, I'm not sure why you would want money. I mean at one point I wanted to be a hermit living in the woods when I was like a teenager. I was like,
So people know your story.
oh yeah, that's true though.
Being emo doesn't count if no one sees it.
Yeah.
The whole point is to get attention.
Being emo doesn't count if no one sees it. Everyone remember that. Anyway, so when I was a teenager, I was like, I don't want to be in school. I don't want to be here. I just want to move to the woods and have like a farm, right? And I just want to live there until I die and never talk to anybody, right? But then like a little while later, I realized that was insane. So I didn't want to do that anymore. But you know, that's something some people, I guess, like, you know, might dream about. So they might want to do that, you know. I mean, it would be pretty cool. I mean, people have a lot of dreams, and sometimes it's like you got to prioritize certain ones over others. Like when I was a little kid, I don't think I had dreams when I was a kid, like any real dreams.
My brother wants to be Tarzan.
Yeah, her brother wants to be Tarzan, which is, you know, that's a pretty noble achievement. But I mean, he could do it, you know. He could move to the jungle, and like he could move to the jungle and he could like live among the animals, like with the polar bear guy I was talking about just a second ago. You know, like he could do that, which is pretty cool.
But he
When I was,
also wants to work at Walmart, so he has to choose.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's.
Both.
I mean, maybe you can be both. You could live in the woods.
Yeah,
Well,
they won't accept you swinging around on a vine in Walmart while you're working.
true. So yeah, sometimes you have to make choices. But like, okay, so like when you like, I don't know. When I was a kid, I don't know what I wanted to be. But then when I was a teenager, I wanted to be a hermit and live in the woods. But that didn't work out because I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. So you know, you just gotta really decide what you want, and then you gotta like go for it. You know, which is pretty good idea, I think. Like, you always got to be like trying to make yourself like better and stuff, because like if you're not trying to make yourself be better, then you might as well just be trying to make yourself be worse, kind of. I mean, if you think about it that way, but not really. Sometimes, I mean, maybe. It's really like, you know.
That really sums up your personality.
Yeah, it does. I mean, like,
Not really sometimes, but maybe.
yeah. I mean, as you.
David Young, is that you?
Okay, nah. So like, here's the thing, right? So like, if you want to achieve your dreams, right? You can. You just gotta like figure out how. Yeah, don't just let yourself like just like be whatever, you know. You gotta like if you want something, you gotta do it. Like just do it. I mean, like really, like if your life sucks, like if you live in a shack in a small town and there's nothing around and you feel like fucking killing yourself because of it, be like, well, what would make me happy? And then you could be like, you could be like, well, I want to move to a city. So you move to the city and you're like, well, what do I want to do now? You know? And you're like, oh man, well, you know, I want to like, I don't know, give me a job, somebody's job. I don't know.
Construction work.
I want to be a construction worker, right? I want to build big ass buildings and stuff. So like,
I want to draw buildings.
yeah, so then you can like join like a construction company, like if they're hiring, like, and then they'll hire you. Because I mean, a lot of construction companies probably aren't that picky because it's like, I don't know. But then so like if you do that, then like you can have your dream of being in construction, and then from that there will sprout, you know, better things. But like you can't let yourself get stuck in a rut where you're just like, nah, I don't know, you know, what I want to do. I just live in this small fucking town in this tiny fucking shack and I hate it, you know? You can't let yourself get stuck like that. You gotta be like, well, where can I go? What can I change in my life to make myself feel better about it, you know? And that's all I really have, you know?